Hello everyone, we are back. It's your girl Adrian from the Roman Reigns Spango channel. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be talking about Tmnt 2012. We're going to be talking about my favorite episode of all time from Tmnt. We're going to be talking about the greatest episode in Tmnt, which is from season 3, episode 20, The Tale of the Yokai. First of all, I just want to say the time and effort they put into this episode, how they was able to balance everything and just wrap everything up to where it made sense if you watched the show for the first 3 seasons about Master Splinter and Shredder's background. This episode was fucking perfect because it was not one thing they left out. They kept everything in. The fight, how they would explain it in the flashbacks, definitely lived up to the hype. Because I don't know if it's just y'all, but whenever they would show flashbacks or show the past of Shredder and Splinter getting into it, I always got fucking goosebumps. Always, always, because them talking about the past just felt so fucking interesting to me because it's like I want to know more. And I always said that I need a flashback. I need to see everything. So when they sent the turtles back to the past, 16 years in the past, to see how everything played out and how they wanted to tell Shin about. I know Amato Yoshi is Splinter's real name. I always forget what is Shredder's real name because I don't know if they really said it a lot in the episode. But so basically, like Shredder is mad because he feel like Splinter took away Shin from him when at the day she never was his. She was married to Master Splinter. They had a child which is named Miwa, but in the show her name was Karai because Shredder, how are you mad that Shin made her choice to be with with Splinter when you literally took his daughter because you feel like he took Shin from you? But like I keep saying, she was never yours because at the end of the day, it's when in the episode it sounded like that Shin was with Shredder at first, but there was something about him that she just couldn't stand or couldn't be with at the moment. So she ended up being with Splinter, which it made them fall in love. And I do feel like she was like leading Shredder on when I watched the episode because for another man to tell you that you need to leave your man because he's never going to leave the the ninja stuff behind and he's never going to leave this life behind so y'all can grow and do more. Splinter just feel like he owed it to his father to, to be here because he's sick and he's not healthy. So to just up and leave his whole life behind in Japan, he saw it as a sense of disloyalty and not, as betrayal. But shit in the woods, you literally told Shredder that you would think about, moving to New York with him. So to me, it's like when you go to the next scene with Splinter checking Shredder, it's like, how can you be mad? Because it's like, it's up. You feel me? And it's like, Shredder talks about Splinter not being honest and so much disloyalty. I understand that Splinter's father, adopted you and cared for you as his own. But it's like, can you blame him? You feel me? Like, what? It's not, it's like, after the day, I took you, I adopted you, right? I made you, you became my son. After the day, Splinter and Shredder are brothers, but there might not be blood brothers, but they're still brothers. And Shredder just felt like because they didn't tell him his real story where he came from, that he was from the Foot Clan and his father and all that, that's what made him want to bring back the Foot Clan. He was basically, getting his revenge plan really on track for real, for real. So I just feel like Shredder, the only thing I feel sorry for is Shredder that I don't, with Shredder is just like not knowing the story, like not getting the truth. But it's like at the day they did that to protect you because it's like, look at you, you got the truth and look what it's done. It's making you hell bent on revenge. When at the day what's done is done, it's not that serious. And it's like, nigga, you're more mad about Shin picking Splinter. You're not even mad about where you came from or your backstory. You're more mad because them niggas kept where you came from on the hush hush. You feel me? And they didn't tell you where you really came from. I just feel like Shredder, you're really a piece of shit. And I feel like Shredder is definitely like top 5 villains I've ever seen because he just does an amazing job. His aura and everything like that. And I just feel like in the flashback, At the end of the day, he was the one who took everything from Master Splinter. It wasn't the other way around. I know in his deluded mind that he tried to make it seem like that Master Splinter took everything for him, when honestly it's the other way around. You took everything for him. He killed Shan, right? Because she got in the way of their fight, so he killed her. He was the one who let the building burn down because he was hell bent on rage and revenge. He took Karai, so it's like he took everything from Master Splinter, but yet in his deluded mind, he feel like Master Splinter took everything from him. Everything Master Splinter had didn't belong to you. My daughter, my wife, none of them are yours, but you wanted it to be yours. You want my wife to call you husband. You want my daughter to call you dad. You wanted my life. You were jealous, envy, and rage, and revenge. It all kind of just surfaced your head. Like, it just made your head be filled with sketching a plan. Like, at this point, Shredder is giving Scar vibes. You're giving Major Scorpio. You're giving, you just can't let shit go. You feel me? And it's just like, at the end of the day, shit is not that deep to be going out here trying to end niggas' life over shit that if it wasn't meant to be for you, it's not meant to be. Like, you feel me? And I just feel like this episode is really good because of that, because it really went deep in us getting another look at Shredder, Splinter, their backstory, the love triangle between Master Splinter, Shredder, and Shan. Great. That fight, baby, goosebumps. That fight was really fucking good. Definitely lived up to what it was in the flashbacks. The fire, everything. Major goosebumps. Felt so bad for Master Splinter. Literally, he lost everything. Everything. Like, when he held onto that flower that she gave him, baby. Whoever voice acted for Master Splinter at the end of that scene when he was outside the house when it caught on fire, they did their big one. I hope they got a massive check, because they didn't care to play. Rent was due. Rent was due for this entire episode, because they did not come to play. They didn't come to play at all. This episode is definitely a 10 out of 10. I feel like if you haven't watched TMNT, you really should, so you could get to this episode, because I feel like The Tale of Yokai is the best episode TMNT has ever produced, because it was a matter of time of when the fuck, it's like when was you going to do the flashback episode with Shredder and Master Splinter, so we can really get the full story, because at that point, it was just there's always two sides to every story. So we were getting Splinter's story and Shredder's story, but only one of them can be the truth. And I feel like from the beginning, Master Splinter was always telling the truth. I didn't believe a goddamn thing Shredder said. Nothing. Because, he the Lulu and hell bent on revenge. So, of course, he gonna try to make it sound like Amanto Yoshi is the enemy. Well, honestly, nigga, you are. Because, like I just said, you killed Shan and you took his daughter. And yet, in your mind, you feel like he took everything from you. But really, it's you who took everything from him. You feel me? But it's like no one on Shredder's side really wanted to admit and say, this nigga is stupid, because it's like, how did you kill Shan, burn down the building, and took his daughter, and yet you're saying he took everything from you? Boy, shut up. But like I was saying, this is TMNT at its peak. This is when it was producing great quality, like great shit. I don't know what 4 or 5 and all that bullshit is, but 1 through 3, chef's kiss. But just want to get on here and give my thoughts on why I feel like this is the best episode. Like I said, I will catch you guys when I do my big mouth topics and my Degrassi reviews for episodes and me reviewing the seasons. Catch you guys later.